Hey vinyl friends and vinyl community, it's Brian from Brian's Vinyl Records. It is Monday, which means it's time for another installment of Vinyl Editions. This week, Target is doing a special Black Friday, once again, probably their third time now this season, for buy two, get one free. And I took advantage of it because normally it's all the same stuff in my Target. There's never really anything new, and the other Targets in the area don't really carry a lot of vinyl. So this time, some other stuff came out and decided to pick that up. So we'll start there. This is the first one I picked up. So I have a copy of the Betty's Garden version coming from Taylor Swift. It is apparently shipped, but again, with my luck, it's sitting there waiting for the UPS this time to pick it up from Taylor Swift's company that's doing this, and so it's just sitting there. But Target has their own version here. It is the I don't know, I think this is the Meet Me in the Mall version. I can't quite remember. So I picked this up too, just because. And this one comes, of course, on Target's classic color red vinyl. So I'm super excited to have this. Really love this album and looking forward to giving it a spin. And of course, the one that's coming in, I think, I can't remember what color it is, but anyway, it's a different cover variation on that. So great album, really excited. This one, my wife, I'm selling some of my albums on Discogs, and she saw one by this band and asked me why I was selling it. Well, I think it's the first album from them, so it didn't have everything she liked on it. And then we saw this at Target, and so I got it for her. This is the Carpenters singles, 69 to 73. So this has almost everything that she really likes by the Carpenters on it, so this was perfect to pick up for her. This one comes on a really nice Coke bottle clear colored vinyl, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I picked that up as well at Target, and then to get one free. And the one that I ended up getting for free in this one became this one. This is Motown's One's Christmas edition. So it's got all sorts of great stuff from Motown people, and it comes on a translucent green and a translucent red colored vinyl, so 2 LPs. This one has stuff by the Jackson 5, the Four Tops, the Supremes, Boyz II Men, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, the Temptations. I mean, pretty much all the big stars from the Motown era, and their Christmas songs are on here. So really looking forward to spinning this. It's going to be awesome. So those are what I got from the buy two get one free at Target sale. Friday was, of course, new release day, and I stopped in at one of my favorites down in the valley, and I found the reissue of Rylo Kylie's very first album that they put out. Really excited about this. Just really got into Jenny Lewis, and then started backtracking to her days with her former band Rylo Kylie, and started filling in those albums, and really excited about listening to this. This is the indie exclusive version, which comes on this kind of cream or bone white colored vinyl, so really excited to give this a spin as well. Indie rock if you're interested in that. And then I saw this there and had to get this. This is the first album from Extreme. This is done by the LMLR label out of France, I believe it is. And they did the reissue of the Heartbreak Station from Cinderella, which sounds absolutely fantastic and was limited to 1,000. This also is limited to 1,000 copies, so I had to pick this up while it was there. They put it on this really cool translucent red vinyl, and it sounds pretty darn good as well. They are a company out of, I think, France, and they have a US contingency, and they do hard to find out of print albums. They do limited run copies of them. They are a legit company, but it's interesting because what they do is they kind of remake everything like the original, so it's almost like it's a counterfeit, but they have actually permission from the labels to do them. So really cool. Sounds, so far I've gotten 2 of their albums. They sound great. I know that they are putting out the Great Radio Controversy from Tesla for Black Friday, so I wouldn't hesitate picking that up if you don't have a copy of that album. Really good album from Tesla. These guys do a good job. I think that also is limited to 1,000 copies, so it's going to be pretty hard to find. But anyway, really good. Pick that up. And then after that, I stopped at my other favorite local store, Mill City Sound, and I picked up a CD there from Samantha Fish that I really wanted to get. They aren't on vinyl, or this one I don't think has ever been on vinyl. But while I was there and getting ready to check out, the owner, Rob, had put on an album, and he said, "This is the best thing I have heard all year." And I was like, "Oh." And I started listening. I was like, what are we listening to? And he showed me, and I said, "Well, I think I need a copy of that." And so he went and grabbed me a copy of it. This is the Dirty Knobs Reckless Abandon. So what are the Dirty Knobs? Aside from a real tongue-in-cheek name, which they claim was not intended to be that way. It was meant to be the knobs on a receiver getting sticky and stuck, and they call them the Dirty Knob. And but you can take this a different way as well. Anyway, this is Mike Campbell of the Heartbreakers' new band that he formed. Quite a while ago as a jam band, and then after Petty died, they decided to go ahead and write music and release an album. This is that album. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. So super happy that Rob was spinning this when I pulled up to the register to check out, and that he turned me on to this, because this is really good. So if you like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, this is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers with a little more rocky and grungy, or I should say garagey feel. Just really good stuff. And man, Mike Campbell sounds a lot like Tom Petty when he sings. It's pretty wild, but great stuff. Highly recommend checking this out. The Dirty Knobs Reckless Abandon. All right, and then I was helping my mom move into my sister's place, and my brother-in-law mentioned that one of his friends had given him a stash of records that were, I believe, his mother's, who had passed away, and asked me if I wanted to thumb through them and see if there's anything that I wanted from there. So I said, sure, why not? I mean, who wouldn't do that? Most of it was really just blah stuff, but this was in there. And I don't have a copy of White Christmas by Bing Crosby, which, by the way, is one of my wife's absolute favorites. She loves that film, and she absolutely loves that I got this soundtrack for her. It is old, and it is, pretty dirty. It's pretty scuffed up and scratched, so I'm not sure if it's going to be great, but I'll clean it up and we'll put it on and see, and worst case scenario, I'll buy a different copy of it at some other point. But for free, I couldn't pass it up, and who knows, it might turn out to be great. Last but certainly not least, I showed this last week, AC/DC's brand new album. I mentioned that I picked up the vinyl copy of it at, I don't even remember where I picked it up, probably Target. But this is the version that I pre-ordered and bought. This is a AC/DC store only version of it. It is on beautiful yellow vinyl, and it took forever. It took a week over everyone else getting them for me to get my copy. I'm not sure what happened. I emailed support about it, and magically the next day it got dropped off at the post office and was on its way. So I don't know what happened there exactly. I'm guessing they forgot a box of shipping and had to put it out. But I finally have my yellow copy, so now I have the yellow web store exclusive version, and I have the black version. I may at some point go and pick up the Walmart red version, just because these are my favorite band, and I don't really need 3 copies of it, but it's a great album, and what the hell. So there you have it. That's all for this week. That is my pickups for new vinyl that I got. Real excited about all of it. Most of it's new stuff. I got one used record in there, and that's just kind of how it has been lately. I've been getting a lot more picky, I would say, about what I am buying on vinyl, taking a lot less chances on some things, sticking to the groups that I really like and want to collect more of, and not just grabbing stuff anymore. Really, a lot of that has to do with space. I'm running way out of space. I'm having some new bins built for my office to store my vinyl in, and once I make that transition, I'll share with you what we've done there. I'm really excited about that, and hopefully by the end of the year I'll have those bins ready to roll and installed in this office. That'll be a big project. Looking forward to it. But yeah, so that's what I got this week. Real excited about it. I think, let's see, we're on Black Friday coming up. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to run out early or not this year and get in line, because a lot of the stuff that I want, I can live without this year. Nothing really stands out. The really big stuff that's out there, I already have copies of, so I don't really need another copy of them. But we'll see. There are 4, I think, maybe 5 albums on the list that I wouldn't mind having. So I will probably end up going out just because I love the experience of it, and it's just a fun time all around. So I probably will go out early, but I may go a little later than normal this year. We'll see how it goes. But if I do pick stuff up, I will let you know what it is. So Black Friday is upon us this week. Looking forward to that. And yeah, some pre-orders coming in December I'm looking forward to as well. I know the Paul McCartney 3 album was pushed back a week. Looking forward to getting that and some other stuff. So thank you so much everyone for watching. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment below. Love hearing from everyone in the VC. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep spinning vinyl, friends.